Hi, it's Neil again from Beechwood Tree Care. We're nearing the end of the little woodland project that we've been doing in this Amenity woodland, and I wanted to show you what we've been up to. So this is the first section that we've worked in, and what we've done here is cleared out basically the laurel and the invasive species. We're trying to let the native flora and fauna, like these lovely flowers here, come back and basically stop the competition for the new planting that our customer has put in. So through here was 10-12 foot high laurel, really dense, really dark, nothing else grows, all been cleared out, managed to retain the previous planting, and then we've ground out the stumps and we've mulched down some of the arisings. Some of it we've chipped. We've managed to leave in, these are what we call eco piles, these tightly stacked piles of logs, and these are rotting down. You can see that robin in there actually just having a little nose round and looking for some invertebrates to eat, but you can see the fungi there. And we're really pleased with how this has opened up the woodland in this section here. Absolutely fantastic. The port laurel has been left, that's not so invasive. And then just along the side of the path here, we've cut back some of the brambles in a sort of scalloped shape, just to make it more open and easier as you walk through this woodland. Makes it feel less oppressive. It's a very well used path through this woodland here. So really pleased with how that section's come out. I'll take you around and show you to the next section now. So this is the second section of woodland, and through here we've created this nice path using the wood chip and logs from the timber that we've cut, the bigger trees that we've cut down. This section here was densely packed with small yew and holly, and you can see that's been opened right up whilst retaining the mature trees. Lots of wildflower seed is going to be put in here, and hopefully that next year will come up and look lovely. So the path guides walkers through the woodland, takes them the way that our client and our customer would like them to go, and keeps them away from the areas that may present a danger, and also where the new planting is. It's a very popular spot for dog walkers through here, so I'm sure they're going to be thrilled to have this nice, less muddy path through. This area here was incredibly dense and has really been opened up. There was a big dead sequoia or Wellingtonia, depends on what you want to call them, or whether you're British or American. Another long story involved in those, so maybe we'll tell that another time. But you can see here where this area has all been mulched. This will be ready for replanting with native species, and that goes all the way through, retain some of the nicer, bigger trees and the yews. There's the section that we've done before with the pond that we created, and just looking fantastic. And if you can see, but in the distance mark is making another pond. So we'll go around and have a look at that in a little bit. But you can follow the path through the woodland, guides people through, gives them a nice surface to work on. But really what we've got is a more open woodland, and the exciting bit for me, being a bit of a geek, is what's going to appear, what's been waiting under that woodland floor for a bit of that light to come through to naturally regenerate. So we'll probably come back in a year's time, have a little look at that. I like what Tom and Mark have done here. They've left these stems. They look like fallen hornbeam, but they've been quite old. But I think hopefully these will provide a bit of a natural climbing frame for kids that come in here and walk through the woodland. Obviously they may have to stray into the planting area a little bit to use those, but again, mulched down really nicely, given a really good finish so that our client can plant in there. Very pleasing job for us to do. Hopefully benefits both our customer and the locals that use this area. Incredible difference. So our final little job in this Amenity woodland is to create a further pond, or just an area where water will sit, so it might not always be full. So So you can see Mark is in here utilising his skills. He's cleared an area with the flail all the way through there, and now he's working on making this pond area here. Back through there's the pond that he made previously, and he really does have a talent with a digger. So he's utilising what's called a steel wrist, which means he can spin that bucket through 360 degrees, and he can also alter it at 180 degrees, and he can just create this wonderful pond. So hopefully, as it rains later in the year, we're going to get some water sat in there, and that's going to go all the way through over to the other side. And I believe he's going to use the logs from the previously cut timber just to go around the edge of it. So I'm back for the final look at our woodland restoration job. Just going to check where Mark was creating the new pond stroke scrape, how that's gone. Now we're not expecting it to hold as much water as this one did. This one had a fair bit of clay at the bottom, and when Mark scraped this one out it was a little bit more gravelly, so we really weren't expecting it to hang on to the water as much, but it will give somewhere when it's really wet for the water to drain into and create effectively just another form of habitat within this woodland. So here we go. Oh, excellent. This has come out really nicely. So through here is the new scrape that he's made. Even got almost like a little island in the middle. It looks like the water's been draining into here. You can see that change of the soil colour. The customer changed their mind about putting the logs around the outside of this and just asked us to stack them up neatly in these eco piles. So that's what's been done here, and it continues all the way down, and you can see it is actually in places holding a little bit of water. So that's the extent of our works in this woodland restoration, and here we get the final one. A little bit more clay by the look of it in that one. That's holding a little bit of water. So a great little project we've done in here, and really happy with the results. So hopefully you've enjoyed the little view of what the work we've been doing here in this woodland, and it's given you an idea of what we can achieve. These are the little projects that we get involved in from time to time, and we really do enjoy, and this one especially has turned out really well.